June 22, 2025. The world wakes to news that the United States has launched devastating airstrikes on Iran's most fortified nuclear sites. Tension grips not just Tehran and Washington but every global capital. The specter of world war is no longer hypothetical. This was no covert operation. America struck openly, shattering the rules of international engagement. The question is not if Iran will respond, but how, and what chaos that response could unleash. Years of shadow conflict have erupted into open war, a leap from sabotage to direct confrontation. The risk, a regional conflict that could spiral, disrupt global oil, and set a dangerous precedent for preemptive strikes. As dawn breaks, the world stands on a precipice, waiting for the next move in a conflict that could define a generation. The U.S. targeted Iran's most secure nuclear sites, Fordo and Natanz, using B-2 Spirit stealth bombers and bunker-busting GBU-57 bombs. The decision was made during the G7 summit, with pressure mounting from both intelligence and political heavyweights. The B-2S flew undetected, delivering their payloads with surgical precision. Massive explosions rocked Iran, with satellite images confirming direct hits and devastation. Iran declared a national emergency, vowing revenge and calling the attack an act of terrorism. The world now watches Tehran, bracing for retaliation. The U.S. achieved a military victory, but at the cost of global stability. The gates to a new, unpredictable war may have just opened. The GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrator is a weapon built to destroy the world's most secure underground targets. Dropped from a radar-evading B-2 bomber, it burrows through rock and concrete before detonating deep below the surface. The B-2's stealth allows it to deliver this weapon anywhere on the planet, undetected. Together, they represent unmatched U.S. military power. No target is truly safe. The strike on Iran was a message: nowhere is beyond America's reach. But such power provokes not just fear, but fury, and desperate retaliation. The world now waits to see what that response will be. This attack is the climax of years of escalating U.S.-Iran hostility. The U.S. withdrawal from the 2015 nuclear deal and renewed sanctions pushed Iran to accelerate its nuclear program. Covert attacks, cyber warfare, and assassinations, often blamed on Israel and the U.S., kept the region on edge. The G7 summit provided the stage for a dramatic, symbolic strike, projecting Western unity. For Washington, diplomacy had failed and time was running out. The U.S. saw a closing window to stop Iran's nuclear ambitions and chose force over further negotiation. Now, what one side calls a necessary strike, the other calls an act of war, setting the stage for dangerous retaliation. The world's most urgent question: how will Iran respond? Tehran's options range from direct missile attacks to unleashing proxy forces like Hezbollah or targeting U.S. interests across the region. Iran could disrupt global oil by threatening the Strait of Hormuz, risking economic chaos. Any retaliation risks spiraling into a wider regional war, drawing in Israel, Saudi Arabia, and the Gulf states. The Middle East is a tinderbox, and the U.S. strike may have lit the fuse. The era of proxy wars may be over. Direct confrontation is now on the table. The attack on Iran could mark the start of a new, more dangerous chapter in world history. The coming days will decide the future of global peace or conflict.